Well, we've been talking all day about things that dance around the edges of a corrupted political system, corrupted largely by money. And not just all day. I mean, for 9 years on this program, I've been talking about it. And one of the people who's out there on the front lines fighting that battle to uncorrupt our political system, to turn power back to the people, frankly, for the people to take the power themselves. And right out at the lead of it, and also I understand there's going to be a new movie coming out about you. Thomas Lindsay, the attorney and executive director and co-founder of the Community Environmental Legal Defense Fund, CELDF, CELDF.org is the website. Thomas, welcome back to the program.
Yeah, thanks for having us back, Tom.
Pleased to have you on. By the way, when's the movie coming out? I got a note from, well, in any case, when's that out?
Well, we hope by the end of this year, but basically it's going to cover some of the work that we've been doing with these 150 communities across the U.S. over the last decade.
That is marvelous. You are so the work that you have done for so many years, so enthusiastically and underpaidedly. I don't know what the word is for that. Is so deserving of recognition. It's marvelous. So.
Sure.
Pennsylvania's state legislature, there was this House Bill 1950. Did Tom Corbett sign this thing?
He did. It got signed on February 14th, so it was a Valentine's Day gift to everyone.
Sweet. So tell us what is this? What does it mean, and how does it go up against the work that you've been doing and so many other people in the state of Pennsylvania?
Well, to get a handle on House Bill 1950 and what the governor signed into law on the 14th, we have to go back all the way to November of 2010. And it was in November of that year that the city of Pittsburgh became one of the first major municipalities in the United States to pass a local Bill of Rights within their municipality, which banned hydrofracking for natural gas within the city. And City of Pittsburgh's ordinance that they adopted, which contained this Bill of Rights, rights of the people of Pittsburgh to clean air and clean water and a sustainable energy future and those types of things. They even took a step beyond just banning hydrofracking, which is this horrible practice of blowing up the shale underground to force the natural gas to the surface for harvesting. They actually banned all natural gas extraction within the City of Pittsburgh, taking a stance on the fact that a lot of gas companies had actually planned to drill under Catholic cemeteries within the city of Pittsburgh. That's how outrageous it got within the city. And following their lead, you had about a dozen municipalities, mostly in the western part of the state, who have now adopted bans, outright bans on hydrofracking and natural gas extraction in those municipalities.
Which has to be making Halliburton crazy. They're the ones who invented this, who got it legalized because Dick Cheney, who used to be the CEO of Halliburton, walked over to the which regulatory agency was it, and said
probably FERC.
Yeah, said you're going to have to change your rules, buddy, and make this legal. And so anyway.
Right. And in the municipalities in Pennsylvania, what they've been saying for a while now is saying, hey, we can't regulate hydrofracking. There's no way to regulate this practice to make it safe, and so we're going to ban it. And in banning it, they ran up against these corporations that have been attempting to extract the gas through the hydrofracking method across the state of Pennsylvania. And so they turned to the legislature and asked the legislature to adopt legislation that would make it illegal for municipalities to ban natural gas extraction within their communities. And that bill, which became House Bill 1950, which was signed into law 2 days ago by the governor, does exactly that. It divests municipalities across the state in Pennsylvania of the authority to actually ban natural gas extraction within their municipality.
And what happened to the Jeffersonian notion of power being derived from the people, and that power at the local level is the greatest power, and it diminishes in strength as it goes up the chain?
Well, I think that's pretty much gone out the window. What's terrifying in many ways about what's happened in Pennsylvania over the past 6 months or so is that not only did the legislature ban these municipalities, in other words, preempt them from banning natural gas extraction within their municipalities, but they also have now established the Public Utility Commission, which is an unelected board of individuals selected by the governor and confirmed by the Senate, to actually have the power to overturn municipal ordinances that run counter to the new law. So not only did they make new law, which said we're going to strip you of the ability to control or regulate natural gas extraction within your community, but we're also going to make the PUC, this unelected state regulatory agency, we're going to give them the power to nullify democratically enacted local ordinances at the municipal level within Pennsylvania. So it's not only a change to the substantive law, it's actually the state stepping in to say to the natural gas corporations, we want to take this burden from you of trying to fight these local ordinances. We're going to allow you to use this state regulatory agency to overturn these democratically adopted local ordinances within the state.
So would it be safe to say, we're talking with Thomas Lindsay, CELDF, CELDF.org. Get over to this website. It's extraordinary. The Community Environmental Legal Defense Fund. Thom Lindsay, the executive director and co-founder. Thomas, would it be safe to say that the reason why Tom Corbett and the reason why the legislature of Pennsylvania has decided to side with the hydrofracking companies rather than the citizens who have actually gotten together and through a democratic process passed laws against this has to do with the corruption of politics at the state level by money coming from these big companies?
Well, I think that's a part of it. What was also included in this recent legislation was an impact fee, which says to the gas companies, if you drill here, that the counties within the state of Pennsylvania can impose an impact fee. So there's revenue to be made off natural gas extraction now in Pennsylvania from a municipal side in terms of revenue coming into the state and local coffers. So I think that was a powerful incentive as well. But at the same time, this corruption of the legislatures, I think we've come to a point where we expect government to operate this way. That the problem is not necessarily just the corporations that are coming in to do the extraction, but it's actually the government itself which is established and in some ways framed to enable that extraction to occur. And so, as you said, instead of stepping in on the side of the localities, what you have is governments routinely stepping in on the side of the extractors with under this pretense and dream that you can accelerate the extraction while at the same time protecting public health and the environment.
So, Thomas, in the minute or so we have left, what's being done about this? What can be done about this?
Well, what can be done is more municipalities stepping forward and passing bans, even though on its face, state law at this point doesn't allow that to happen, because what we think needs to happen is a revolt of sorts.
Right.
And in Pennsylvania, you have 110 local governments who have now passed ordinances banning things from natural gas extraction to factory farms. And eventually that has to push its way up to change the state constitution and eventually the federal constitution.
This is the equivalence of civil disobedience, only instead of individual people sitting down on the street and saying, I will not be moved. These are entire towns, the entire cities.
Yeah, it's actually seizing municipal governments. It's an understanding that we're to a crisis point. Nothing else is going to work. We need to seize our municipal governments and actually turn them up against the state and federal levels of government structures of law.
So is the next
sure the corporations aren't enabled by them.
So is the next step for the hydrofracking companies to start sponsoring people to run for political office at the level of local and municipal governments?
I think that's probably what's going to happen. It has been happening now as these corporations have dumped millions of dollars into these local initiative campaigns against these measures.
Amazing. Amazing. So, and you're keeping up the good fight, and you've got more and more towns who are interested in saying no?
We now have towns in New Mexico, Illinois, a bunch of states where we haven't worked before who are beginning to step up to the plate, do things like strip corporations of constitutional rights, as well as not recognize the state's ability to preempt their communities.
God bless you. Thomas Lindsay, one of the genuine fighters in the trenches out there. CELDF, CELDF.org. Check it out, Community Environmental Legal Defense Fund. Thank you, Thomas.
Thanks for having us on the show.